Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you and tell you how to have soft skin in the winter. And these will be easy instructions, so let's get right into this instructional tutorial video. I'll be going over 5 simple things that you can do to help you have softer skin in the winter months. Now, we all know that in the winter time it gets dry, it gets cold, and the weather and many other factors cause us to generally have, dry skin, cracked skin, skin that's not as soft. So hopefully these things will allow you to have soft skin even in the winter months. We're going to keep it short, sweet, and straight to the point, so pay attention, take notes, and we're going to start off with number 1. And obviously take action, right? Because you got to try these things. If you do whatever you feel comfortable with, but you got to take action on these things. They're not just going to help you by thinking about them. You got to take action with them. So as I said, starting with number 1. Number 1 is wear gloves and other winter gear, okay? Now, I get dry, cracked skin on my hands in the winter, oftentimes because I don't wear gloves. When I do wear gloves, my skin is softer, my skin is better, okay? The outside air and the outside temperatures, when they affect your skin, they're gonna make your skin more likely to be dry and cracked and less soft. So when you wear gloves and let's say a hat and a scarf and a jacket, other winter gear in general that will keep you warm and protect your skin from the winter weather, your skin will generally end up being softer as a whole, okay? Does that mean you're gonna have the softest skin in the world because you're wearing your winter gear? No, it just means that it will generally, as a rule of thumb, it's more likely that your skin will end up being a bit softer because you're wearing your winter gear and making your skin less exposed to the weather outside. Now, I wear a toque all the time because my head is always cold in the winter, but sometimes, like a day like today when it's not super cold, I don't wear a toque just because essentially I like to let my head breathe. So, wear your winter gear, but also let your skin breathe and don't wear it all the time, every single time. Find a good balance of wearing your winter gear most of the time and letting your skin and your various skin cells breathe a little bit of the time as well. So find your own balance. And I'm filming this right now in the middle of February, but Valentine's Day just passed, so we're basically right in the middle of February. I don't even know the exact date today, but we're basically in the middle of February, but I film all my stuff in advance and I schedule it in advance, so you're going to see this much later. But if you look around me, there's like melting snow. It's the middle of February, but you're going to see this much later. So if you're wondering about the temperature, why I'm talking about it being cold, meanwhile, you might be seeing this, at some time in I think June, it should be, give or take, around there. That's the reason why, because I'm filming this at a different time than when you're seeing it, just so you know. Okay, anyways, that's number 1. I kept it short, sweet, and straight to the point. I talked a little bit too much about that, so we're going to roll through the next ones a little bit faster. Moving on to number 2. Number 2 is use a thicker cream if you can. So thinner creams are great for the summertime and the spring and the fall, but in the winter you got to try and use a thicker body lotion or body cream or hand cream. It's just a little bit better because it fills in those cracks that might be forming in your hands and in your various skin around your body, wherever you're applying the cream to. So yeah, just use a thicker cream. It can be just slightly thicker, but a thicker cream is better for the winter months if you can. It's not always going to work for everybody in every situation, but if you can use a thicker cream, try to use a thicker cream in the winter months. It will help you out with your skin to keep it soft and nice and moisturized and so on and so forth. Moving on to number 3. Number 3 is use a humidifier if you can. So using a humidifier is great for your work or your house. Now, you don't want your home or your work to be too humid. So use a humidifier, but make sure you're using it within reason. You got to make sure that you're not making it too humid. You want it to just be slightly humid. And that's because in the winter months, generally the air dries out a little bit more. Now, depending on where you live, at least where I live, most of the furnaces, at least the furnaces that I've seen and I've encountered and I've used and I've had and so on and so forth, most of the furnaces have a built-in humidifier, which you can sort of use in the winter and not use in the summer months, right? So, depending on your home, you might already have a humidifier built into your air handling system. It might be the case, and that's totally okay. That's what I use. We used to use humidifiers when the kids were much younger and they would be sick, but now my kids are still young, but I have 4 kids. The oldest one is 8 and the youngest ones, because they're twins, the youngest ones are twins, are 4. So we don't really use the humidifiers anymore. Like maybe once in a blue moon I'll clean them and use them, but we don't really use them anymore. But our furnace does have a built-in humidifier that, when you switch from summer to winter mode, is going to give you some humidity when it is needed. So anyways, just keep that in mind. But yeah, you want to use a humidifier if you can, but make sure you're not putting too much humidity. You want to keep that humidity level at a manageable amount, at a manageable percentage. And I would recommend, if using a humidifier, to actually use the humidifier, but also get a humidity sensor. So you can use a humidifier, but make sure it's not, you're stopping it when the humidity level is at the humidity that you want. So always keep that in mind. Anyways, basically use a humidifier if you can. Be smart about it. Do your own research about humidity levels. Use your common sense and make sure you are doing it within reason. Okay? Simple as that. Once again, I talked too long with that one, so we're going to move on to number 4. Number 4 is use lukewarm water in the shower. Okay? Now, basically, hot showers are so good. I love a nice hot shower, a nice really warm shower, but they basically strip your body of your natural oils. They get rid of the natural oils. Okay? So as a rule of thumb, if you want to look after your skin, use lukewarm water in the shower and keep your shower shorter. Now, for myself, I love a nice, really toasty, really warm shower, nice hot shower. And I like taking long showers. Like I take, 20 minutes plus, maybe even half an hour showers. It's my time to relax and enjoy myself and meditate and just chill out, clear my mind, and just come out of the shower being super calm, right? Most of my showers I take at nighttime after the kids are in bed. My wife is still in the house, so she's like managing the household when they're all in bed, and I just go take my shower. So everyone's asleep and I just get to take as long as I want. But the consequence is that I'm not gonna have as soft skin as I can have. If I took a lukewarm shower and I kept my shower short, I would probably end up with softer skin. But for me, it's a price that I'm willing to pay. But if you want softer skin in the winter, stick to lukewarm showers and keep them relatively short for the most part. Just shorter showers at a lukewarm temperature, and you should have a little bit softer skin. It should help a little bit. But yeah, do your own research, look it up yourself, and obviously use your own common sense. But yeah, that's just something I wanted to point out. Moving on to the last one for this video, which is number 5. Number 5 is exfoliate once a week. And that's basically it. You want to exfoliate once a week. Exfoliating will help your skin become softer, but exfoliating too much will actually could contribute to dryness. So if you want soft skin, it's good to exfoliate, but keep it to that once a week range. And exfoliating should help you, hopefully, be more likely to have that soft skin in the winter months. That's literally it. There's nothing else I have to say. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And actually I was gonna, to be honest with you, I was gonna use a video prop. I have some cream over here. What I will say is this, I didn't end up getting the prop when I was talking about, the various things you can do for softer skin. But as a rule of thumb, my rule of thumb is very simple. Like, I like to use creams, I know people are very specific about the creams they use, and that I understand for certain skin things. If you have a problem with your skin and something that's very specific, of course you got to be specific with the cream they use. But for myself, I don't have any skin things that are going on with me. I don't want to call them skin problems or skin anything, or skin conditions, but I don't have anything that's wrong with my skin in terms of a specific issue. I just, sometimes I like having softer skin. So I like using general creams. I got this cream several years ago and I use it on and off. Sometimes I use it day after day, and then other times I won't touch it for 6 months or a year. So it's lasted me a very long time, but the point is this, I'm going to make this very simple. If you're just trying to get softer skin and you don't have anything specific that is an issue with your skin, I would like to think that most of the time, keep that in mind. Take this with a grain of salt. Most of the time, using a cream is better than using no cream at all. Now, obviously, you might use a cream and your skin might react to it negatively, and I totally understand that. So avoid that cream and use your own judgment, use your own common sense, do your own research, look at the ingredients and so on and so forth. You have to be your own judge of this and do what's best for you. But for myself, at least my opinion on my own skin, that's what I should say. This is just my opinion on my own skin, okay? Take it or leave it. My opinion on my own skin is the following. I would rather use a cream than no cream at all. Okay, very simple. I use this cream. Sometimes I use my wife's hand cream. I'll go use that. Sometimes I'll use a thicker cream. For me, using a cream, when I have dry or cracked skin, using a cream is better than no cream at all. It's very simple. Even same thing when I have chapped lips, I'll use a lip balm. I have different ones lying around the house. Some are from a few years ago, some are recent. I use a lip balm. Sometimes I'll use, Vaseline, whatever the case is, So the idea is this. Use your own judgment, use your own common sense, do your own research, look at the ingredients yourself, and so on and so forth. You are making your own decision. Always keep that in mind. You are making a decision for yourself, but my opinion just my own opinion for my own skin is I would rather use something to help me than let it get worse. That's just my opinion. So this is a cream I use sometimes, and then I use other creams other times, and I just, I kind of do whatever. So, and the amount, minimal, like literally, that got on my shirt. Man, I gotta get that off. Let's get that off. Let's just rub it and it's fine. My shirt will be moisturized. But like, just so you know, that that amount of cream is way more than enough. Like if I wanted to moisturize, let's say the tops of my hands, I could actually do the tops of my hands with just that small amount of cream. So yeah, that's just how I think. And like I said, take it or leave it. It's just my own opinion. But you can use the things that I talked about in this video to hopefully get softer skin and hopefully help you have better skin overall. And that's basically it. I thought this video was going to be short and sweet. It ended up being quite long, but it's all good. I give you lots of information. Hopefully you can use it to your advantage and make it work for you. And that's it. I truly have nothing else to say and nothing else to show you other than I hope that you've enjoyed the video. So yeah, with nothing else, we are going to roll the outro. So without further ado, here is the outro for this specific video. And I feel like I've already dragged this video on way too long. So for real, I promise not seeing it anymore. Without further ado, nothing else, I promise. Here is the outro. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this. Let's try that again. I'm going to try that again. I'm talking way too fast. For real, for the last time, I'm going to say the outro, and I'm going to do it nice and slowly. So for real, calmly, for the very last time, I promise, here is officially, for this specific video, here is officially the outro. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.